Okay, folks. Okay, happy Sunday. Looking at types of number in this video lesson. It says write down an example of each of the following. Okay, so this is from an OCR Foundation Tier paper, part A, an even number. So an even number, it can be 2, it can be 4, it can be 6, it can be 8, it can be 0. So if it ends in one of these four numbers, or sorry, five numbers, then it's even. If it ends in 1, 3, 5, 7, or 9, is odd. Part B, a multiple of 7. So in the 7 times table, so I'm going to make it easier, go for 7, because 1 times 7 is 7, or 7 times 1 is 7. So let's not overcomplicate it. Okay, choose the easiest option if you can for that one. Okay, but you can have 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 50. 6, okay, 63, so on and so forth, okay. Part C, a cube number between 20 and 220. Well, I'm going to go for 27 because 3 cubed is 27, okay, or 3 to the power of 3. That just means 3 times 3 times 3, which of course is 27, okay. Part D, a prime number less than 10. So a prime number is a number that has two distinct factors, one in itself. Be careful not to get one confused. One is not prime because one has one factor, namely 1. So many students here, every single year, lose like a mark in the exam because they think one's a prime number. One is not prime because one has one factor, namely 1. The first prime number here is actually 2, and that's the only even prime number. Then it's 3, okay, 5, 7, okay, 11, so on and so forth. Okay, I'm going to go for just 2 for the sake of ease. Okay, next up, here is a list of 5 numbers, 10, 12, 4, 3, and 6. Part A, write down the median, so number that appears in the middle. Okay, so I'm going to order it from smallest to biggest, or from smallest to largest, or largest to smallest. So I'm going to have 3, 4, 6, 10, and 12. Hopefully we can see now what's in the middle. I'm going to cross off either side. Okay, that's going to be the number 6. So 6 is our median. Next up, part B, a sixth number is added to the list. The range of the 6 numbers is 15. Work out a possible value for the 6th number. So we've got list 3, 4, 6, 10, 12, and let's call this last number here, let's call it X. It's saying that the range, which is the difference between the largest and the smallest number, in this case, obviously X is bigger than or equal to 12, okay, to fit this narrative, is 15. So we're going to do X take away 3 is equal to 15. Okay, I'm going to add 3 to both sides because this is my 6th number. So we have X is equal to 18. So 18 is a possible value. Now you might be thinking, why is it saying a possible value? Because also the number can appear at the start of the list, right? So I can call it n. So I would do 12 minus n is equal to 15. Okay. If I add n to both sides and then subtract 15, we have 12 minus 15 is equal to n. So again, just adding n to both sides and then subtracting 15 on both sides. Okay, 12 minus 15 equals minus 3. So minus 3 equals n. So a note the value here, n could also be, or the 6th number here, could also be 12 in this context. Okay. So yeah, okay, but I'm guessing for most of you, I think most of you would always come from the number 18, okay, because that is the most, I think, yeah, like logical, okay, but the 6th number could also be 12, because again, the first number could be at the front, we can call it n, okay, or n1 or x1 or x2, okay, so yeah, we could have 12 minus n is equal to 15, and then rearrange to make n the subject by adding n to both sides and then subtracting 15, and recognizing that the first number could be minus 3, thereby the 6th number could also be 12. So the answer could be 12 or 18, okay, for the sixth number in the list, okay? Don't get confused with the actual answer, because we're not looking for the actual answer. It's saying what number could be the sixth number, okay? So it could either be 12 based on these numbers, or it could be 18, okay? But most of you would have obviously gone for 18 because that is the most logical pattern based on this problem. But yeah, the range is the largest number, subtract the smallest number, or biggest take away smallest. That is to work out the range of a list of numbers.